Good evening, and I welcome you, students. Last time I have told you in the chapter of molecules, atoms and molecules, what are molecules and what are the molecules of elements and what are the molecules of the compounds. Molecules of the elements contain the same atom, same element, whereas molecules of the compounds contain different atoms. I also discussed what is atomicity. The number of atoms in a molecule is known as its atomicity, and you have seen for H2, what is the atomicity of H2?
2.
2. Oxygen?
2.
Sulfur? So here we have to see what acid. If sulfur is acid, then there are 8 atoms of sulfur which are present in one molecule of the sulfur. And when I say what is the atomicity of H2O, how many atoms are there in H2O? What is the atomicity of H2O? H2O is a compound. How many atoms are there? 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So atomicity becomes equal to 2 plus 1, 3. Then we are discussing that there are ions. What is an ion? We have told you that species which have positive or negative charge, they are called ions. For example, if there is an atom, if it loses an electron, what will happen? It will become a positive ion. Positive ion. That is what we call as a cation. Cation. Cation has a positive charge, and then we told you a negatively charged ion is formed when there is a gain of 1 or more electrons. And we have examples of these already. For example, students, if I consider this is a sodium atom, student, what is this? This is an atom. Is there any charge on this? Tell me. No. But if it loses an electron, what happens, student? Loss of electron. If there is a loss of electron here, as you can see, and what you find, this has become positively charged. What is the charge on the sodium? Positive. This is a cation, student. What we call is cation. Similarly, student, if I consider magnesium, if it loses 2 electrons, then how much charge is there? 2 positive. This is a cation. These are what we call as ions, student. Ions are having charges on them. This is an atom. There is no charge on it. There is a 2 positive charge, as you can see on magnesium. Similarly, student, if I say I have chlorine, if it gains an electron, what will happen? Here I am showing gain of electron. What it will form, student? Cl minus. What is this? Negative charge on the Cl. And this is called anion. So we are aware there are cations and anions. We will be dealing with that either on one atom, or there could be more than one atom on which there could be charges. We are going to give you examples of more very soon, because we are going to write the chemical formulas of the compound, which is the most important thing, which will be today's target. So there can be cations, there can be anions, as you have seen. And also, if I say CO3 2 minus, student, here you see there is a 2 negative charge, but this is where? It is on a carbonate ion. Carbonate ion is what type of species? It is not one atom. It is a polyatomic species, So there can be charges on this. Similarly, if I write like this, this is another example. That is carbonate. This is hydrogen carbonate, or this is also called bicarbonate. There's a negative charge on this. These are the examples of ions, students, which we will be dealing in our chemistry. There will be different type of ions, and the compounds which will be formed by these ions are known as ionic compounds. What type of ions we are talking of? Ionic compounds. So students, here are some of the ions which I am talking about. You can see we have H plus ion, Na plus ion, Ag plus. This is a positive charge ions, positive charge ion. And you will find that H plus may not exist as such. It combines with water to form H3O plus. This is called hydronium ion, student, hydronium ion. So here you have, what are these? Cations, student. What do you mean by cations? What charge is there? Positive charge?
Yes, sir.
And here you have anions, student. They are having negative charge. You can see chloride ion, bromide ion, fluoride, iodide, hydroxide ion, nitrate ion. This is oxide ion, sulfide ion, sulfate. You can see in this how many atoms are there? 4 plus 1, 5 atoms. So polyatomic species are there, carbonate, hydrogen carbonate. These are some of the ions which will be used by us as we will be writing the chemical formulas of compounds. So students, we have to know the charges which are present on the ion. Why? We will tell you very soon when we will be talking about valencies and everything. I have given a list of few of these ions which I will be using a lot. There could be more ions. As they will come, we will provide what is the charges on the ions. So students, we will be dealing with atoms. Atom is neutral, but atom can lose electron, and what will happen? It will form a positive ion. An atom can gain an electron, but it will form a negative ion. That is what we talk of cations and anions. So if I say there is a sodium ion, student, it is positive. Then I say chloride ion is negative. So if a compound is formed between ions, what will happen? Supposing I say NaCl, student. Now NaCl is a compound which you are using at home also. You know what is that? Where you are using NaCl? What is NaCl? Sodium chloride. Common salt. Common salt. This is an ionic compound because here sodium is losing one electron, Cl is gaining one electron. And we will learn in the higher classes how it happens, what type of bond. This is called an ionic compound, student. Ionic compound. It has ions which are present in it. The forces which are holding them are ionic. So ionic compound, students, that's what I'm talking. That compounds which are made up of ions are called ionic compounds. What are ionic compounds? Compounds which are made up of ions. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Note down. For example, NaCl is an ionic compound. And why? Because it has ions. What are the ions which are present in NaCl? Na plus and Cl minus. This is a positive ion. Cation.
Yes, sir.
This is a negative ion. What we call is
Anion.
Student. And when I said aluminium chloride, student, we are going to write the chemical formulas. We will tell you how to find. So, did I show you what is the charge on the aluminium ion? This is 3 plus. And when I say chloride ion, it is C minus. So there will be Al plus and 3Cl, AlCl3. So it contains positive ions and negative ions. So what type of compound it will be? Ionic
compound.
Ionic compound. And calcium chloride will contain calcium ions and chloride ions, student. This is the ionic compound. Potassium nitrate contains potassium ion and nitrate ions. Calcium carbonate will contain what? Calcium ion and carbonate ion. So there are ions which are present. Such compounds are called ionic compound. Ionic compound. What is the formula unit, student? We will be talking this again in when we will discuss the molecular formula. What happens is, student, when I say NaCl, you are saying it is having positive ions. Positive ions. These are positive ions, cations. Now the positive ions will attract negative ions. How many? More than one. More than one. Similarly, when I say Cl minus, there is a negative ion. It will attract more than one positive ions. So it is not single positive and single negative ion. The compound will be made of extremely large number of positively charged ions and negatively charged ions joined together. It is not a single discrete molecule like NaCl. You will see that in the next classes, the crystal structure of NaCl, that it is nothing but a large number of positively charged ions are there and large number of negatively charged ions are there. So we call it a formula unit. What we call is a formula unit. It is not one single Na and one Cl. One Na will attract more than one Cl minus, and one Cl will attract more than one positive ion. So there are extremely large number of positively charged ions and negatively charged ions together. That is what we call as formula unit. Note down everything. Note down everything. Very important. Here are some of the examples of ionic compounds, student. When I say calcium oxide, this is an ionic compound. You are saying it is 2 plus and 2 minus. Calcium is having 2 plus positive charge. Oxygen is having 2 minus positive charge, students. And the elements are calcium and oxygen. And the ratio by mass, what do you mean by ratio by mass? Why we talk of ratio by mass, student? It is a compound. What is the definition of the compound we told you, student? What was the law of definite proportion? When a compound is formed, what happens? It has fixed proportion by mass of the elements. Fixed proportion by mass of the elements. So the calcium and you have oxygen. The atomic mass of calcium is 40, oxygen is 16, student. So if I take the ratio of this, how much it will be? Divided by 5. What is the simplest ratio? 8:2. 5:2. 8, 5. Okay? If I divide by 8, not 5, divide by 8. 8, 5 the 8, 2 the. Okay? So the ratio by mass in the case of calcium oxide is how much? Calcium 5, oxygen 2. This is called a ratio by mass. Is it clear? Ratio by mass is 5:2. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir, we will divide by 7.
7 divide 40?
No, sir.
This 40, 14 by 16, what will be the simplest value? Cancel it. 8 to the and 8, 5 the 5:2. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir. No.
Atomic mass of calcium. This is the atomic mass of calcium. Atomic mass. So ratio by mass, we are saying atomic mass. And if I say magnesium sulfide, student, what is the formula? We will explain you how to write a formula. We are coming to that. Magnesium sulfide is having Mgs, and magnesium is 24 atomic mass, 24 units, and sulfur is 32. What will be the ratio of that? 24 by 32. What will you get? It will cancel or not?
Yes, sir. It will cancel.
8 3 the 8 4 the. How much?
3:4.
That is 3:4 ratio. Here 3:4 ratio, as you can see, students. If I write NaCl, what is the atomic mass of sodium? We have given you atomic mass of some of these, not all, but we have said there is a table which will provide us the atomic masses. You are saying this is 23, this is 35.5. So what will be the ratio then? 23:35.5 ratio by mass. What do we call this as? Ratio by mass. If a compound will be formed, there will be a ratio by mass. We have already studied the law of definite or constant proportion. So we have discussed compound, student. These are examples of ionic compounds, and we have also given you the compounds which are what we call as what type of compounds we discussed, students. Covalent compounds like H2O, HCl, all that. Okay? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right, let me take water. Sip water. Oh, water, heal me. I will sip it. Okay. All right. Now we are talking that in chemistry you use valency, student. What is valency? Very important. What is the valency? Combining capacity of an element. I am saying the combining capacity of an atom is called it valency. Do all the atoms, do all the elements have same valency? Tell me what. The answer is no. You have different atoms, you have different elements, they have different combining capacity. And the simplest definition which is given, there are many definitions, but we are talking of this first definition. What it says, student? Valency is defined as number of hydrogen atoms which combine directly or indirectly with one atom of the element. What I'm saying, number of hydrogen atoms which combine directly or indirectly with one atom of the element. For example, student, if I have hydrogen, okay, you know, if I say hydrogen, you say it exists as H2. Hydrogen exists as H2. How many hydrogen atoms have combined with this hydrogen in this case? Tell me.
2.
Where are two? This is one atom, one element. It is combining with another atom. It is combining with one atom, another one atom of this. So here, what is the valency of hydrogen? 1. You will see in the book they have given a table of valencies of the elements or atoms. These are not a positive or negative charge. Did I say any positive or negative? No. Now I say oxygen, for example. If I have oxygen, student, and you know, you are aware of the compound H2O, how many hydrogen atoms are combining with oxygen here? In oxygen, how many hydrogen atoms are combining with oxygen? How many are these? 2 hydrogen atoms. So what is the valency of oxygen then, student? What is the valency of oxygen? 2. Am I right?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So here oxygen is combining with 2 atoms. He says combining a capacity of the atom. Did we write H3O? No. That is not the correct formula of water. What is the correct formula? H2O. It says that one oxygen atom is combining with 2 hydrogen atoms. Therefore, the valency of oxygen is 2. And when I say ammonia, if I say nitrogen, student, I'll say what is the valency of nitrogen? What is the valency of nitrogen, student? You will say, okay, how many hydrogen it combines? How many hydrogen it combines with? And you know a compound NH3. What is the name of NH3? Ammonia. How many hydrogen atoms are combining with nitrogen?
3.
3. So what is the valency of nitrogen?
3.
Valency of nitrogen is 3, students. Valency of oxygen 2, valency of hydrogen 1. These are some of the examples I am giving. Another interesting thing, it is the ability of an atom to gain or lose electron in order to achieve the noble gas configuration. Another definition I am giving, second definition of valency. Sodium loses 1 electron. So what is the valency of sodium? I showed you sodium loses 1 electron, student. Now what is the valency of sodium? Valency of Na1. Because then it becomes noble gas configuration. This has a noble gas configuration. When we will discuss the configurations, electron configuration, we will show you. This has noble gas configuration, but this has noble mean very stable gas configuration. It refers to the ability of element to combine with it. It is obtained by determining the number of electrons in the outermost shell, also called the valence shell of atom of each element. Here electron is lost and it can gain also. For example, chlorine gains 1 electron to become Cl minus, and this has a noble gas configuration. Then what is the valency of Cl, student? Tell me. How many electrons it is combining? 1. So we can say valency of Cl is how much? 1. So this is a way of determining the valency. Is very important concept. Note it down. There will be a lot of questions on that, students. What is valency? How do we find valency? Note down. Note down, very important. Okay, students. So a question was given to the students. Why the valency of oxygen is 2, student? Valency of oxygen is how much? 2. Because oxygen combines with 2 hydrogens to form H2O. Is it okay? Then I say, what is the valency of nitrogen? We are saying valency of nitrogen is 3, student. 1 nitrogen is combining with 3 hydrogen to form NH3. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is an idea. Say we are saying, what is the valency of carbon, student? Let us see, carbon is combining with 4 hydrogen. Carbon combines with 4 hydrogens to form CH4. Then what is the valency of carbon?
4.
4. In NaCl, they say, what is the valency of Na? You are saying Na. In NaCl, sodium is combining with 1 chlorine atom. That is also valency of sodium is 1. At the same time, we have just shown you, in this case, sodium becomes sodium plus, Cl becomes Cl minus. Sodium loses 1 electron and Cl gains 1 electron. Therefore, we are saying valency of sodium is 1, chlorine is 1. So you can see this is a way of representing the valency, old concept, which we are using. By using how many atoms of hydrogen, directly or indirectly, they are combining. Directly or indirectly, they are combining. Is it clear? Tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Because there will be a lot of interesting questions which will be done, students. So this is all these, I have not shown any charge on any of these elements. They are all neutral atoms or species. Now the question will be, if I give you ions, what is the valency of the ion, student? Then I have shown you some charges on the ions. Did I show you some charges on the ions?
Yes, sir.
I want to find the valency of the ions, student. Then how will I determine? What is the valency of hydrogen? Now I have it. Valencies, I'm saying hydrogen 1. You are saying oxygen is 2, nitrogen is 3, carbon is 4, Cl is 1. Like this, we have already said we have given the valency to you. Did I give you yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is what valency combining capacity. Now, if I have ions, then what is the valency? What is the valency? Okay, we will see that. Note down each and every line. Recorded videos will be available because this information is very important and it will go up to 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, BSc, MSc, research. All the notes are important. They will go up to any level, students. Keep a track of that and keep our subscribing the channel so that you get bells when the videos are recorded. You will get all this. You share it with your friends so that they can understand and learn more and more. Up to now, so far so good. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Oh, very good. Okay, I will make the things very, very simple, very, very easy. You will start understanding and doing the questions yourself without any difficulty or problem. Now we are talking of what is the valency of the ion, student. And I'm saying valency of the ion is equal to the charge on the ion. Valency of ion is equal to charge on the ion, student. That was the reason I told you what is an ion. What is an ion? It has positive charge or a negative charge. How much positive charge? Sodium is +1. Calcium is 2 plus. Aluminum is 3 plus. When you say sodium, it is +1. Calcium, you are saying there are 2 plus. Aluminum, when I talk of aluminum, student, what do you see? 3 plus. So there is a charges on the ions. These charges are what? Valencies of the ions. Positive charge So what is the valency of sodium then? Tell me. 1. How much charge is there? What is the valency of calcium? 2. What is the valency of aluminium?
3.
3. This is the charges on the ions. Similarly, there you have negative ions. Negative ions. If I write H minus, student, this is a negative charge ion.
Yes,
If
sir.
I write Cl minus, student, if I write O2 minus, H2O minus. Now what is the valency here? What is the valency here? Minus 1, 1, 1, oxygen 2, sulfur 2. So by this way, student, I am saying for an ion, the valency is equal to charge. Therefore, we must learn this, student. Here we have brought a table for you. In the table, what you find, student, valency of some of the important ions which will be used by us in this class and in some other classes. It is important that you go through each ion and learn their valencies or charge on the ions. Can you learn it?
Yes, sir.
We have to learn it. There is no other way. Sodium valency, how much? If I write the valency here, student. What is the valency of sodium? Tell me. 1. Potassium, 1.
1.
Silver, 1. Copper, 1 here. Magnesium, 2. Calcium, 2. Zinc, 2. 2. Copper has got 1 valency also, 2 also. There are elements which can have more than one type of valency, as you can see. Aluminium, 3. Iron here, 2. And iron here, 3. So some elements show more than one valency. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Some elements show what they show. More than one valency, student. Note down which are those. Iron can have 3 plus or 2 plus. Copper can have plus 1, plus 2. Hydrogen can have plus 1 and minus 1 also. This is a cation, student. This is an anion, negative. Chloride can have 1. This valency 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Valency of oxygen 2. Sulfur 2. Nitrogen 3, forming nitride. Ammonium ion. Here the valency of nitrogen. What is that? 1. You can see plus 1. So it is showing 1 valency. What is this? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and 3. Is it clear? Note down.
Yes, sir.
They are important for writing the chemical formulas. Without these, I will not be able to write the chemical formula. I must learn them. A table is given in the book. So the first thing you will do will be learn the charges on these ions and the valencies which I told you. Can you learn it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, learn it. Then I will tell you a trick to write the chemical formulas. Because other questions will be asked to you in the examination, students. How to write the chemical formula is very important question. Okay, first writing the chemical formula. What do you mean by chemical formula, student? What is the chemical formula? When I say chemical formula, in the books you have seen what is H2O? Is a formula of the water?
Yes, sir.
When I say ammonia, you are saying the chemical formula of ammonia is water is H2O. This is the chemical formula of ammonia, student. Ammonia. I say sodium chloride, student. And you will see in the books they are writing. How they are writing? NaCl, sodium chloride, students. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, water. These are the chemical formulas. Okay, you can write them. Similarly, we are going to tell you how to write the chemical formula. In the books, you are seeing the chemical formulas of carbon dioxide, everything formula you are seeing. Calcium chloride, magnesium chloride. Now, how do we write the chemical formula in chemistry? As I said that we must learn the valencies. So the rules for writing the, what we are doing here, student, the rules for writing chemical formula. What are the rules we will use for writing the chemical formula? This is important question. The rules that you must follow while writing the chemical formula. The valencies or charges of the ion must balance. If I don't know the valency and charges, can I write the formula? Tell me.
No, sir.
The first rule is this. When I write H2O, student, what I am doing, I am balancing the valency of oxygen and hydrogen. But if I don't know the valency of hydrogen, I don't know the valency of oxygen, can I write the formula water? Answer is no. So the first thing is that valency, you must learn, as I said, the valencies and what are the charges of the cations and the anions. Can you learn it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is the first requirement, student. Second, when a compound consists of a metal and a non-metal, student, did I teach you what is a metal and what is a non-metal?
Yes, sir.
What is a metal?
Sir, a metal is lustrous and
Yes.
it is malleable, ductile,
And
good
we must
conductor.
know in the periodic table, student, periodic table, where the elements, whether metals are located. Metals are, we are saying electropositive, electropositive. They are electropositive. They will lose electrons. And non-metals are electronegative. They will gain the electrons. On the left hand side of the periodic table, you see sodium, first group, second group. These are calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, all metal and transition metals. On the right side, you will see non-metals like oxygen and sulfur. So we should know. So what we are saying, the name of the symbol is metal is written first. Second rule, metal will be written first. If here, when I say in the example of the sodium chloride, sodium is metal. Sodium is metal, it will be written first. And Cl is non-metal. What is this? Non-metal. What is this? Metal. So when a compound consists of a metal and a non-metal, I'm not saying both are metals and non-metals. Okay? When one is metal, other is non-metal, then what will be the first one, metal or non-metal?
Metal.
First metal. If it is made up of a metal and non-metal, note down everything. So first will be metal and then second, for example, Cl, I write it is non-metal. So calcium, in the calcium oxide, tell me which is metal? Calcium oxide, student, I have to write the formula. This is a metal and this is a non-metal, oxygen. Then I have to write calcium first and oxide later on. These are some of the examples. Sodium chloride, iron sulfide. Iron is a metal, sulfur is a non-metal. Copper is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal. Chlorine, sulfur are non-metals and are written on the right side, whereas calcium, sodium, iron, copper are metals. Which are metals? Which one? Calcium, sodium, iron, and copper. So they will be written first or second?
First.
First. Written first. And you have oxygen, chlorine, sulfur as non-metals. Oxygen, sulfur, chlorine, these are non-metals, student. They will be written second. Is it okay? Rules should be learned before I do the problems. Learn the rules clearly. All right. What next? Third point. In compounds formed with polyatomic ions. What are polyatomic ions, student? Ions which contain more than two atoms, polyatomic. Single
Yes.
atom or more than one atom become polyatomic. So like what we told you, if I have oxygen is single atom. If I have OH, how many atoms? 2.
Yes, sir.
So if I have CO3, 2 minus polyatomic. HCO3 minus polyatomic. These are polyatomic. These are polyatomic ions. ठीक है? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So in compound form, and they are enclosed in bracket before writing. ठीक है? In order to indicate the ratio. If there is more than one of these, we will put what we will put. They will be enclosed in a bracket before writing. In case of number of polyatomic ion is 1, then it is not required. Note down. For NaOH, formula is this, but for calcium hydroxide, I am putting bracket. Why I am putting bracket? Because there are 2 of this. Got the point? NaOH, there is only one OH, so no problem. But in calcium hydroxide, there are 2 OH, so I will enclose OH in bracket and put the number. How many OH are there? Note down. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
The rules are to be learned before we write the formula. All right, student. Now we are coming to the problem to write the formulas of the compound. What is the trick I am using? Crisscross method. Is a simple trick, student. Hydrogen chloride, student. I will say hydrogen. I will use chlorine. What is the valency of hydrogen?
1.
What is the valency of chlorine?
1.
Then this one goes here and this one goes here. What it becomes then? At this one comes here and this one comes here. H1Cl1. So I will say this is HCl. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what we are doing, crisscross method, student. So this one comes here and this one comes here. Now hydrogen sulfide, student. What is the valency of hydrogen?
1.
1. What is the valency of sulfur? We have given a table for that valencies. We gave you the valencies of this sulfur, oxygen, all that. So as I said that we have to learn it. Valencies. Metal, non-metal valencies were given. The sulfur valency was given to you, student, in one of the tables.
Yes, sir.
How much was that?
2.
2. Now what is that? This 2 will come here. It will become H2 and this one will go here. Sulfur. It becomes H2S. What we call it? Crisscross method. What will be the formula then? This comes here, this comes here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are saying write the formula for aluminium oxide. Chemical formula. What is the valency of aluminium, students? And what is
1.
the aluminium valency? What is the valency of aluminium? We have given a table for the valency of the oxygen, aluminium and oxygen.
3.
Aluminium valency 3, oxygen valency. What is the valency of oxygen, students?
2.
2. Crisscross. Crisscross means what? The 2 will go where? At the aluminium, and 3 will go where? What will you get? Al, how much? 2.
2.
And oxygen 3. So this is the formula of aluminum oxide. Is it difficult to write, students?
No, sir.
Okay. Write the formula of calcium oxide. I am giving you 1 to 2 minutes. Do it, students. Do it, students. Calcium and oxygen, student. Calcium and oxygen. What is the valency of calcium?
2.
What is the valency of oxygen? Then 2 will go with this and 2 will go with this. What will it become? Ca2O2. And you can simplify it by dividing by 2. What is the simplest number? Equals to CaO. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Divide by 2. Formula becomes 2. Is it clear how I am writing? The trick is known. Crisscross method. Next, we are saying write the formula of sodium nitrate, students. What is the valency of sodium? What is the formula of nitrate? What is the valency of sodium? You see +1 and -1. But I am not taking the sign. This goes here. This goes here. But it becomes what I will write then? NaNO3. Clear?
Yes, sir.
NaNO3. Keep on writing, student. Formulas. Supposing I say write the formula of carbon tetrachloride. You have 1 minute to answer the question. 1 minute to answer the question, students. What is the valency of carbon? 4. What is the valency of chlorine? 1. Then 4 goes here, 1 goes here. But you will get CCl4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
At the same time, sometimes it is easy. It is saying carbon tetrachloride. What is the meaning of tetra 4? So I could have written simply, I don't do this in this case. Carbon tetrachloride. How many Cl? 4. So carbon tetra. Calcium hydroxide, student. Calcium, and what is the formula of hydroxide? OH. What is the valency of calcium? 2 plus hydroxide -1. Then what will happen? Crisscross. Calcium is how much? 1.
Yes, sir.
Now this is having 2 atoms, not 1. And 2. Then what it will become? Enclose in the bracket and write the answer. Calcium hydroxide, student. Calcium hydroxide. Is there any difficulty? Tell me.
No, sir.
All right. Very good. Very good. Now we are saying write the formula of sodium carbonate, student. Sodium, what is the formula of sodium? What is carbonate, student? What is the valency? Sodium 1. What is the valency of carbonate? 2. Okay. What will happen then? 2 will go here, 1 will go here. What will become the formula? Na2CO3. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. He says write the formula of ammonium sulfate, student. What is ammonium? 1. What is sulfate? SO4. What is the valency? Ammonium 1, sulfate 2. It will go here and it will go here. But in the formula will become NH4 twice SO4. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Some interesting questions were coming. Which you will not get somewhere. I am giving. He says write the formula of sulfur dioxide, student. Now it is a di means how many? Tell me. Di.
2.
How many oxygens?
2.
Then I will simply say sulfur and this. I am not doing anything because it is easy. Okay? Now he gives another question. Find the valency of sulfur in SO2. Question. You have 1 minute to answer the question. How will you find the valency, students? The valency of oxygen is known, but valency of sulfur is not known. How will you find? What I will do? What is the trick? Answer 2. Let valency of sulfur X, because I don't know. What is the valency of oxygen? 2. Known to me?
Yes, sir.
I write, student, valency of sulfur is X and valency of oxygen is 2. What will be the formula of the compound? Crisscross method. X will go here, 2 will go here. What will be the formula then?
H2OX.
Now H2OX is equal to SO2. Then what should be the value of X? Find X. If I have to reach this formula, if I put X equal to 4, what will happen, student? S2O4, which will be equal to divide by 2. What do you get? SO2. Therefore, what is the value of valency of sulfur here? What is the answer? What is the valency of sulfur in this? What I got? Answer?
2.
Where is 2? This is 2. If it is 2, then what will be the formula? S2O2, that will be SO. SO. This is not SO. This is SO2. The valency is 4. Got it? It is important learning. Nobody will teach you this. Got it, student?
Yes, sir.
Important. Star. How do I calculate the valency, student? Similarly, question number 3, I say find valency of sulfur in SO3, student. You have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. How will you find the valency of sulfur in SO3? I can find the valency in any example. Let me say valency is X. Then what I have, valency of sulfur is X. Oxygen is how much? 2. 2 goes here. X goes here. Then what the formula becomes?
S2OX.
S2OX. S2OX is equal to SO3 then. Then what should be the value of X? Find X. How much should be X so that I get SO3? Tell me. X will be equal to 6. Then what it becomes? S2O6 divided by 2. What is equal to? SO3. Clear? What is the valency here? Answer?
6.
6. See, the valency can change, student. One element can have more than one valency. One element can have more than one valency. This is very important question which I have solved, student. Sometimes they say, right, they will give you, sometimes there is a Roman letter which is given. Roman letters, student. They write lead 2 oxide. We have to write the formula. This is a Roman letter. It means the valency of lead is 2. And valency of oxygen is also 2. Then what will be the formula? In this case, what do you get? Pb2O2. Divide by 2, it will be PbO. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And another question I give you, student. Pb4O. Write the formula. Then what is the formula, student? What is the valency? What is the valency of lead here? 4. This is a Roman letter. This is nothing but 4. What is this? Roman letter 4. Then valency of lead is 4. Valency of oxygen is 2. This goes there. And this, what the formula becomes? Pb2O4. Divide by 2. What it becomes? PbO2. Clear? This is lead dioxide. This is lead oxide. See the difference? This is lead dioxide. Can you write now? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood? These are very important questions, student, which I have tried to solve. Very, very important. All right, student, this ends up the topic of how to write the chemical formula. I have given you some special examples of that. And then we will see you in the next class. We will solve more problems on the chemical formula of the compounds and continue. These are some of the important questions which have been solved. And bye-bye, and I see you next time. Subscribe the channel. Please send it to your 5 to 10 friends so that you can subscribe it and take the benefit of whatever question answers we are doing. Bye-bye. See you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.